'Tis the season of goal setting. Are you tired of creating a list every year and then not achieving those goals because you weren't sure how to navigate the path to them? Oftentimes this is rooted in how we go about writing those problems down. So today we're going to walk through the process of writing SMART goals so that you can achieve them this year. I'm going to use some examples relating to fitness because that's my specialty, but these apply to other areas of life such as finance or career planning. Let's start with the requirements of a SMART goal, and then we'll dig a little bit deeper into each section. SMART goals must be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. They are designed to turn vague or complex ideas into actionable plans. The first step is to be specific. We want to make sure the goal is clear and focused. On the other hand, we're avoiding goals such as to get fit or to get in shape. While these can be your vague concept to start with, we need to be able to define what get fit or in shape looks like to you because that can look so different to so many different people. We're then going to zoom in on what fit or in shape looks like to you. A more specific goal could be, I want to jog a 5K or deadlift 300 pounds. The more focused the goal is, the easier it is to then write a plan to get to it. Then we want to make sure our goal is measurable. Numbers and check marks are going to be your best friend when it comes to goal setting. By being able to check mark yes or no that you either reached your goal, you jogged your 5K, or you deadlifted your 300 pounds, it's clear that you achieved it or you didn't. Numbers and check marks help define the goal and give you a way to track your progress and can give you mini goals along the way. Oppositely, get fit can have many different meanings to many different people, so it's hard to tell when you've actually achieved what fit is to you. By using measurable numbers, you can track along the way your progress. If we're going to use the jog a 5K example, you can check mark off that you've hit a 2K, a 3K, a 4K, a 5K, or that you jogged the first 3K and walked the second 2K. Being able to see your progress helps you know that you're headed in the right direction. Once you achieve your initial goal, measurables can also point you in the direction of your next goal. Say your first goal was to jog a 5K. Maybe your next one is to run a 5K in under 30 minutes, or under 28 minutes, or 25 minutes, depending on how well you did at achieving that first one. And it's also important to note that measurements and progress tracking play a huge role in motivation. Next, we want to talk about the goal being achievable. We want to make sure that the goal is reasonable for the person in question. So continuing on with our jog a 5K example, we want to look at the individual in question. Let's say it's somebody who is just getting back into fitness. They haven't done any sort of training since gym class in high school. Trying to jog a 5K in a month is probably a very ambitious goal compared to someone who partakes in CrossFit 3 times a week and has the same goal to jog a 5K without walking within the month. So it's going to be very dependent on that individual. But let's say it's that individual who hasn't trained in 10 years. Now, this individual would likely need to do a little bit more background research or talk to someone in the fitness world to determine what a safe progression from not training to jogging a 5K would be. But something that they can keep in mind is, can they train consistently for a month? Can they train consistently for 2 months, 3 months? Is it achievable for them to be able to then walk their 5K in a month and then spend the next 2 months transitioning from a walk to a jog type program? It's important for your goal to be challenging. You don't want it to be done in the first week and then never thought of again, but you also don't want to set yourself up for failure. When it comes to relevant, we want to make sure that the goals align with what is important to the individual. If someone has aspirations to be hiking and running marathons, a 5K is a great place to start. But if it's someone who dreads running, we might want to question how relevant is that 5K to adding positivity to their life. If they're going to dread their training every single day, maybe a different style of training is going to be a better way of helping them get in shape or get fit. We also want to make sure that that goal isn't going to be counterproductive to other aspects of the individual's life. Take, for example, a strength athlete who's decided to add in some running goals. While adding in some endurance will likely support their strength goals, they may need to assess at what point does endurance start impeding their strength goals, whether it's from an interference effect or from an hours in the day or a recovery standpoint. And lastly, we need a deadline. That's where time bound comes into play. Deadlines create urgency and keep you accountable. Instead of saying run a 5K someday, say, hey, I want to run a 5K by the end of March. It adds some urgency to even start coming up with a plan to be able to run by the end of March. Setting a date then helps you come up with mini goals along the way. It makes it a little bit less daunting, and deadlines give structure to those goals. So then it's time to put it all together. And the SMART goal that we created together about running this 5K is by March 31st, I will jog a 5K in under 30 minutes by training 3 times a week. Is it specific? Yes. It's clear with what we want. Is it measurable? Yup. The overall distance is a 5K, and either the goal is to jog the entire time or to do it in under 30 minutes, depending on which example you ran with. Is it achievable? For the individual that we happen to be talking about with consistent training, yes. Is it relevant? Yes. The individual would like to improve their fitness. And is it time bound? Yes, we said by the end of March or March 31st. Now it's time to set your SMART goal and turn your thoughts and ideas into actionable plans. Drop your goal in the comments and go comment on somebody else's to give them some hype. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to the Iron Darling for more fitness content. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye!